Hello, welcome back. Good morning to all of you. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Networth Immigration Solutions. Welcome back to our live session. It's 11 a.m. right now in Canada, Eastern Standard Time. We are based in Brampton, and very welcome to all our viewers across the world from India and Canada. India right now it's 8:30 p.m. Welcome back to all of our viewers. This is yet another going to be an exciting live session where we'll be talking very much more about the express entry draws, the tier to peer policy. There is an update on that one. Stay tuned for that during the show. There's a new date. You need to know that date before you. Definitely, there is something exciting we'll come discussing about this show. The tier to peer policy. A new date has been announced, so we are expecting something coming up very soon. So stay tuned for that during the show. We will be discussing about the latest express entry draw, which was held this week, which was day 4 yesterday, and also we will be talking more about other PNP draws through this session because there were two big draws held from Ontario and Saskatchewan. We will be discussing who were the people who were invited and how can you be eligible to be considered or be invited under those draw, because those draw, like one of the province who invited around 1,500 people, the CRS code required was only 320. Yes, you heard it right. Only 320 was the CRS code required if you want to be eligible under this draw. My request to all my viewers and client will be, if you have any question, any concern, if you want us or ask us anything, kindly post it into the comment section and I'll be happy to answer them for you right away. So if you have any information you need, if you're into any situation you want to discuss about your education, about your PR, about your citizenship, kindly post it into the comment section while we are discussing about the live update from the last 1 week, and then definitely I will have time to answer those questions for you. So do ask your question, put it into the comment section, and whatever question you have, I will be happy to answer that for you too. So let us begin this session with express entry draw, which was held day before yesterday. As per my expectation, if you remember last show, I said that I'm expecting the draw to be this time between 508 to 510. So what was the draw? The draw was 510 day before yesterday. That was the express entry draw. Sixth draw since the draw resumed after 7th of July 2022. This is the sixth draw being held, and we can see every time the draw is happening, the score is dropping. So from 516, we are to 510. So that was my expectation between 508 to 510, and that's what it is, 510. The number of invitations is something very exciting to see here. The number of invitations went higher to 3250. So 3,250 people were invited under this express entry draw, which is 500 more than the previous draw, where 2,750 people were invited and the CRS was 516. For this latest draw, which was held day before yesterday, the number of invitations went high by 500 numbers. So 3250 is the number of people invited, and the CRS code cutoff here was 510. So as per my expectation and the expertise we have, yes, the draw has come to that mark, 510. Now definitely we will be talking about what is the next expected draw and what will be the score look like in that one. So the next draw will be a week after from now, roughly more than around 10 days from now. Next Wednesday we will have another draw coming up. My expectation for that draw will be again somewhere around 503 to 501, between somewhere in that range there should be the next draw coming up. But for those people who have got invited under this draw, which are more than 3,000 people, congratulations to all of you. You're welcome to contact us if you still need any help, because getting an invitation is just the first steps toward your permanent residency. You still need to be very careful about what documents you are submitting, what information you are providing. There are few sections to be filled up. Every information in each session should match to the one filled in the previous session in few contexts. When you fill up the file, you will know what I'm talking about, but yes, you need to be very careful that you are putting your address history very carefully, your personal detail very carefully. Your experience is the backbone of your express entry. This draw was again the all program draw, so CC client, Federal Skilled Worker client, and provincial nominee. Everybody were invited under this draw. So 3250, the number went high by 500, and as I said, the CRS also went low to 5010. But if you need any guidance, any doubt you have, definitely you can contact us and we can still help you submit your application and make sure you are not making any mistake. Definitely you need to make sure on one thing when you are submitting your document related to experience, because that is one of the most important, or the backbone of your application, we can say. You need to be sure that the job letter you are submitting, the T4, the NOA or the pay stub, everything definitely you need to cross check that you are submitting the right one. The job letter, you need to be very specific what is written on the job offer. Your job offer should mention about few important things like your full time, a number of hours you were working, how much the salary you were taking, what the position you were working at, and what were your roles and responsibilities. So these are 4-5 major things you need to keep in mind if you are now submitting your Express Entry profile. If you've got an invite, if you are submitting your PR file now, these are the things you need to keep in mind before you submit your application. So these are very important things we are discussing here. So make sure your medical, your police clearance certificate, your education, everything is done now. CIC is not providing any extra days to arrange them. It is back to 60 days you have to submit your application. So you have 60 days from the day you receive your invitation to submit all those documents. So make sure you are submitting those documents very carefully. Everything is accurate, nothing is missing. That is something you need to focus on. So, and again, as I said, if you need any help, any guidance, you can definitely let us know. So this was about Express Entry Draw. If you have any question, definitely you can contact us, or if you're listening to us right now as a viewer, post your question into the comment section and I'll be happy to assist you and help you in all the best possible regard we can. Now the second most exciting topic, which is I know every international student, every foreign worker has been waiting for, is temporary TR to PR pathway. Initially, all were expecting that on 8th of September, there will be an update. But there was no update last week because there was a reason why there was no update, that basically the announcement is, before it is made the announcement is made in public, it has to be presented in the parliament, in the commons. When the common session begins, they have to basically present the document, the TR to PR, whatever policies, any legislation they are implementing, first need to be submitted into the law of common. Once that has been there, then the information is made public. So when is exactly that happening? What the news we have, the new update we have is maybe on 20th of September, which is Tuesday. I think so. Yeah, it's Tuesday on that day. So Tuesday, the coming Tuesday, 20th of September, you may be hearing back. We are expecting that there may be an update from IRCC regarding the TR to PR pathway. This pathway is definitely going to help international students and foreign workers to get from permanent residency to PR. But as we have been emphasizing, and as per the announcement by IRCC, this is not going to be the similar pathway as compared to which was announced last year. So there will be changes, there will be difference in the pathway program. So make sure you get the information right. And I know everybody is exciting to listen who all will be benefit. Yes, definitely few people will be benefit out of it. Few international students or many foreign workers will benefit out of this. But who exactly will be those people is something we are looking forward to. And as I told you, we are expecting maybe on Monday or Tuesday, it could be Monday or Tuesday, by 20th September, the information has been made public and we exactly may come to know how the policy will look like, what the program will be once it's launched, when it will be implemented, who all will be benefit, and how you need to prepare your application according to it. I know a lot of consultants have already promoted it in a way that it's going to be the same, get your documents ready. Yes, you should have your documents ready, but don't expect that to be, as I said, as simple as it was last year. There will be few changes there. There will be a lot of announcement being made. So stay tuned for the further update. Hopefully, next session, which will be again as we have on every Friday, we will be discussing more about this TR to PR pathway. If it's been announced, we will be discussing more about in detail, but that will only happen on next Friday if the announcement is made on 20th of September. Till then, Be patient. It's another 4-5 days maybe. You may hear back from IRCC on something good coming for you. So let's stay tuned for that. Hopefully by next Friday, as I said, in the next show, we may get a chance to discuss more about that pathway, the policy, how it's going to run, and what and who all will be benefited out of it. So that were the two major updates. The express entry draw we discussed, the TR to PR pathway. We may hear further information about it on coming Tuesday. So another 4-5 days. Let's see what exactly comes up. So now, before we take a further, we have got a lot of more update to discuss, a lot of more information to share, with especially for Ontario people who are just 10 plus 2, who have just passed their 10 plus 2 back home, and now they've done their 2-year diploma. There was the biggest draw happened recently, so we will be discussing about it. Stay tuned. Meanwhile, I've got few questions. Let me take up those questions, and then we will carry on forward with the more details we have. Before we take up this question, just to let you know, our office is based in Brampton, Ontario, very close to Brampton Gateway Terminal. We have another location in Alberta, Ontario, and then we have, in Calgary, Alberta, and the two back home in India, in Karnal and Kurukshetra. So these are the 4 offices location we have. So you can contact us through this location, and we can definitely help you in whatever your goals or dreams are. So let me first answer a question from Kaushal Gupta. Hi. How long will it take to get tourist visa of Canada for Indian resident having Dubai Emirates ID? Is it possible to apply their file from India? Yes, Kaushal, it is possible to apply your file from India. Basically, you have to do an online application. An online application can be done from anywhere in the world. It is an online process. You can submit your documentation and all the information online. So to answer your question, yes, the filing can be done from any part of the world because it's an online process. So you don't need to be physically present in that country. So as far as you have all the relevant documents, you can submit your documents online from whichever part of the world you are at. I hope that answers your question. Then we have another question. I've been sent to you all documents. Please review that. Thanks. Okay, I think yes, I do remember getting your documents. Let me make a note. I think yes, the information was shared. You sent a few email with the few information from somebody from UK, if I'm not wrong. Some application had you have some link to UK documents, and then that's what you said. So let me check those documents today, and I'll try to get just made a note of it because the thing seems to be a bit I just had an overview of your document, but let me see them again today and get back to you definitely by today or by Monday the latest. Then we have Gurpreet asking, how does Express Entry profile expire after 1 year? Do we have to create a new profile or the same profile can be extended? Basically, you have to create a new profile that cannot be extended. That automatically expires. If you have made a profile, you get a message after 1 year that your profile is expired. And to make, do you have to create a new profile? Yes, you'll have to make a new profile, and it cannot be extended. Like there's no button like that, nothing information that you can switch, that you can turn on that button and it can get extended. No, you have to basically create a new profile, and that's how it works. Okay, then we have another question from Himal. Sir, I am from India. My document was submitted on 9th June and biometric done on 14th June for Canada Visitor Visa. Today's 100 days are completed, but still no further process. When I should expect to receive any update? Okay, Himal, Visitor Visa is another one category which is still very slow. Sorry, the processing is still very, very slow for Visitor Visa. I think they were trying to focus more on study permit application recently, on spousal open work permit application. They have the turnaround time for spousal open work permit has been reduced to less than a month. We will be talking more about that also later in the show. But that is one of the category which is improving very fast, and the processing time has been reduced. But unfortunately, Visitor Visa is taking around 3 to 4 months at least. So you may have to wait even longer before a decision is made. Although an average time, if you talk to me, we look at the files we have submitted, it's taking approximately 3 to 4 months. So you're still under that timeline. So wait for it. That's the only thing you can do right now. You may be hearing back from them sooner or later. But yes, just to let you know, the processing time is around 3 to 4 months. So don't worry about it. you will be definitely hearing back from them soon. I hope that answered your question. Then we have Punita asking a question. So, hello sir, how to apply for spouse open work visa? Punita, what definitely we can help you in that. We have an expertise in filing spousal open work permit and PR application. It's a process we need to follow up, definitely. We need to understand your scenario because you can apply for a spousal open work permit in two circumstances. Either your spouse is here on a study permit or on a work permit. So that is something first we will need to know what exactly is the status of your principal applicant who is in Canada. Then depending on that, the documents requirement is different. If you're an international, if your person who's sponsoring you is an international student, then the documents are different. But if they are on a work permit, then the documents are different. So, but if you need more information about it, definitely you need to contact us. We have to review your information, your documents, and then we can suggest you accordingly that what exactly will be required. But we have got, just to let you know, if you check our social media platforms, we get at least one approval every day. And in the last 2-3 months, I think we have got 122 approvals already for spousal open work permit in the last 3 months. So, which is a big number, and the success rate, if you talk about them, was around 99% of our application we submitted under this category were approved. So, for further information, Punita, I'll request you to contact us. You can note down a number if you want. It's 647-939-0484. That is a special line we have for spousal open work permit. I'll just repeat again, 647-939-0484. You can contact us on that number. I hope that answers your question, Punita. And definitely, as I said, you can contact us for further processing of your application. Then we have Steve asking, sir, my post-graduate work permit expired in October 2022. So basically, it's expiring right now. And applied for work permit extension under active public policy option, which was not active at that time. Now I read the policy and don't know what to do. Should I withdraw my extension application and then apply restoration and then extension? You can guide me in the right direction what to do. Yes, Steve, you seems to be, I think you have posted the wrong date here because you said my post-graduate work permit expired in October and I applied for extension. So basically what I can gather is, if I'm read it right and understood it right. So basically your work permit is supposed to expire in October 2022, but you applied for work permit application without hearing the exact announcement, and you submitted the file for your extension. So basically, if that is the scenario, what you can do is because the way you need to fill your form and send the information is different as per, I think you might have submitted, because there were few applications which we have also done, which we have to redo it. So the better advice for you will be either refiling that application and withdrawing the previous one, or alternatively through web form you can submit a new client information and a new form following all the guidelines which were informed by RCIC about how to file this application. That could be another way of doing it. But if you think this sounds a bit confusing to what exactly we should do, then again I'll advise you to contact us immediately, and we will be happy to take your case and guide you to how to go forward from here. But definitely this is nothing to worry about. We can still solve the situation you are in. Okay, then we have Ajay Sharma here. Hello Ajay. Hello sir, my file submitted on 25th July for September intake of Leicester College. Missing your question here, sorry. College, how much visa can I defer next intake? Ajay, basically for September, I think it's the best time now you defer it, because it's 16th of September is already today. So your course has already started. So even if you get a visa now, you will not be able to join the classes. It's already in the middle of September. So definitely for you, you should definitely extend or apply for the defer offer letter, and then update that defer offer letter to IRCC, so that they know that you have got the defer already, your intake and program is deferred, so that they can, when they process your application, they have the document available with them. In that regard, you will not be, you don't have to waste more time. So once the decision is, they're about to make a decision, they already know we have a defer offer letter, and that will work out for you. So that's how you should do it. So yes, let you know, definitely you should go ahead and get the deferral for the next intake. Then we have Neha asking, if I need a Canadian visa, what's the basic need? Okay, Neha. Basically, Canadian visa. First, we need to categorize into what visa are we talking about, because there are 100 ways of coming to Canada. Work permit has their own requirement, visitor visa have their own requirements, study permit have their own requirement, permanent residency is another way of coming here. But again, as you have not exactly mentioned what visa are we talking about, so I will not be able to answer your question exactly. But yes, there are a lot of ways to come, and every way you decide, say any way you decide, for example, you want to come a study visa, it will have some different document requirement. Maybe you have to do your IELTS maybe, or you have to definitely have your education document. So it all depends. So definitely you need more. If you need more specific information, if you just ask me the exact what visa are we talking about, then I may be able to let you know. Oh, now today we have got JC here, who has joined us after a very long time. Welcome back, JC, to our show. So your question, please come to India soon. Would like to meet you in person and discuss Canada immigration PR process. Definitely, JC, I am planning a trip to India. I should be coming there by the end of this year. I will definitely let you know when I'm coming. You can meet me in person, and we can discuss about the Canada PR option once I'm in India. So looking forward to see you soon. Then we have Kaushal again asking questions. How long will it take to get a tourist visa of Canada for Dubai case? Biometric done on 18th May. Kaushal, I think we were just recently discussing about the processing time. Then one of the other client also asked the same question. So basically the processing time is something for a visitor visa, it is taking 3 to 4 months. I haven't checked exactly what's mentioned in the IRCC regarding Dubai. The very reason about not checking it, obviously we don't check for every country every day, but another thing is most of those time even mentioned on IRCC website are not accurate. So that's why I don't exactly know how long it can take. But right now it is around 3 to 4 months before you get your visa. So you submitted in May, for June, July, August, September. So you're very close to the average processing time. So I'm hoping that you will hear back from them very soon. Just make sure you're checking your emails, or whatever way you have submitted. You have just check your email, spam mail. Usually the mail don't go in spam, but do check your spam mail for any update, because they are going to update on your portal, and they will send you a notification through email that now there is an update on your application. You need to log in and go and check it. So that's how it's going to work, Kaushal. So maybe you're very close to the timeline. So hopefully you should be hearing from IRCC soon. Okay, now I think I have answered all the questions I have right now. So now I'll be taking a more updates we have from this week, and the more updates coming up are from the other provinces. Let's discuss the most popular province across the clients who want to come to Canada is Ontario. So Ontario there was an OANP draw held for skilled trade class, and the good thing was the number of invitations sent was 1,500, and the lowest score people who invited were 320. So with 320 score under CRS, you can still get your PR, but you have to be in Canada for this category. You need to have a skilled trade experience in Canada. If you have that experience, then there are chances you may be invited under this draw, and then you can submit your application. This is basically 320 is a very low score compared to, example, say Express Entry is right now at 510. This draw people were invited with 320, so almost 200 points less than the Express Entry draw. Now, if you're wondering who are the people who were invited and why were they invited and what is the eligibility. So basically, for this to be eligible in the Ontario skilled trade class, we need to have a 1 year experience in Ontario in the last 2 years. It doesn't have to be cumulative. It has to be. You can do it. It doesn't have to be continuous. You can have a gap, and you can still get that 1 year experience. Then you need to have experience under certain skilled trade which are mentioned on the ONP website. Basically talking about I think the major group 72, 73 and the minor group 63, they are part of it. But a lot of information about what NOC exact knock are we discussing about are mentioned on OINP website. You can take it from there. But this is one of the very most popular ONP, like a PNP program, The number of invites sent every year is very, very high. You can see 1,500 people invited and the score was only 320. So that is your best option. If you can get hold of an experience in this industry, then you have a chance that you will be getting your invitation through Express Entry. Now, to be qualified under Express Entry, you also need to make sure you have done your IELTS, you have got your education credential approved, and you have 1 year of experience under the skilled trade. If you have everything, submit your profile into the pool, and as I said, whenever the draws are held, depending on the score you have in the pool, you will be getting an invite. But this is one of the most popular program right now for definitely international students and foreign worker both, who can qualify under this program and get their permanent residency dream achieved by following this, by being qualified under this program. Now we have another province which is doing very, very well. They have been inviting a lot of people recently. They have been holding draw every week or 2 weeks now. And the good thing is the number of invitations they are sending is also improving by every draw. Now the province we are talking about is Saskatchewan. They are very, very aggressive. I think even the last week we were discussing about the draw, which was held on 1st of September. Now on 6th and 7th of September, two continuous days, they were draws been held. Number of invitations sent under this draw 2 days was 1,700 people were invited in this draw. So now, who all were these people? There are few people who were targeted through the specific NOC knock list. Few people got these, like around 500 people, around 520 to be precise, got their invitation through Express Entry, and around 427 approximately got through occupation in demand list. So Saskatchewan has its own occupation in demand list. If you are qualified, if you have experience in this stream, in that stream, then you may get an invite from one of these provinces, and you can then definitely go ahead and submit your profile into the pool. But to be qualified with other than Express Entry of their draw system, you also need to create a separate profile and expression of interest, what we call on the Saskatchewan Saskatchewan provincial website. You have to create your profile. You have to show your intentions of residing in that province, and you may have a chance of getting an invitation and submitting your application thereafter. So Ontario, 1,500 people were invited, one of the biggest draws. Saskatchewan, 1,700 people were invited, one of the biggest draw of 2022, held over 2 days with different category of people being invited. So these are two huge draws. So we're talking around 3,200 people just alone from these two draws. Then 3,250 through Express Entry, which was held this week. So you can see around 6,000 to 7,000 people were invited under these various draws we have discussed by now. And people, so these are all PNP and Express Entry both. So you need to make sure when you're targeting your permanent residency for Canada, you are also focusing just not on Express Entry, also focus on provincial nominee programs. They're very excellent, good programs right now. Provinces are very aggressive because Canada has a skill shortage. Provinces have skill shortage. They want skilled people. They are targeting labor force. They want educated people to be here, serve the economy, and you have a best chance to definitely come here and settle down. But all you need to do is, as I said, you have to make sure that you are either you're taking a professional guidance from somebody. Just don't I know people back home, they think that they have got a lot of information. Yes, you have all the information available on the website. You can do it all the application of your own. You may not need a consultant, but an expert advice is always better to take, because even if you get an invite, that is just an initial step towards your goal. You still need to complete your application, because we come across a lot of clients who approach us. For example, they got the invite through Saskatchewan provincial program. They submitted they got the invite, they prepared the application, submitted it for the approval, and it got rejected or refused because of missing information, missing documents, and a lot of information things. So you need to make sure that you invite is just the first step. You still need to gather your documents, submit all your documents the way the PNP or the province or the Express Entry, whatever you're doing, the way you submit your document, the information you need to provide is to be there. If that is not correct or the information you provide is not good, then the chances are that you may get a rejection. So that's why we said taking a professional advice will definitely help you in the steps, making your goal and making you achieve your dreams of coming to Canada can only be fulfilled if you're doing all the things correctly. Even getting an invite, as I said, it's just the initial stage. You still need to follow up all the rules, all the documents, all the information, all the forms need to be filled up properly before your application will be approved. So make sure you are not losing on that one. So that's how the provincial nominee program worked. There were a couple of more draws held this week. One was from British Columbia. British Columbia is having very low number of. See what exactly happening is people who are especially back home, their home country. They look at Ontario as a province to come, or a BC. Yes, these are the most popular provinces. The most people reside in these provinces, but these may not be the provinces for you to get your PR. You can target other provinces because those are more aggressive. They need more people because they are not being too popular. People don't target those provinces, but sometime you will see. In fact, most of the time I will see people are getting invited from those provinces. So, but you need, as I said, may have to create your express entry profile and also an expression of interest. If you miss submitting an example, you create your express entry profile and then you realize you never got an invite from one of the other province. You need to check if that province have their own system of inviting an expression of interest. If they have, you need to make sure that you have that expression of interest submitted, then only you will be picked under their latest draw. So that's how the PNP work. There was another draw held from Manitoba, 278 people were invited, so not a big number. So looking at the numbers here, Saskatchewan, Ontario are aggressive. Even BC and Manitoba, you can see the draws happening, but the numbers are not very high. So this was all regarding immigration we have this week. We discussed about express entry draw, the TR to PR. Just stay tuned for 20th of September. You may hear more information coming up for that one. Just another few, after this weekend itself, you may hear back more about it. Other than that, let's discuss now about study permit applications and also talk about the admissions open right now. If you're looking to study in Canada, definitely we can assist you in that. We represent a lot of universities and colleges across Canada. If you're looking to come and study in Canada, contact our office in India or Canada. We can help you. If you're already in Canada and you're looking for onshore admissions, we definitely help you in that too. We have got seats available for January 2023 and May 2023. Both are open. So if you are in Canada, if you have completed your program, looking for another 1 year, or you're in a private institution, completed your program, want to study in a public institution for a post-graduate work permit, or whatever is your situation, we can definitely help you in getting offer letter for the next intake, which is January and May 2023. Both intakes are open. We will be happy to help you if you are looking for admissions. Even if you're back home, we can help you with admissions and processing of study permit under the guidance of RCIC, which definitely means we will be representing your application to the best knowledge and information we have and experience we have, and make sure that you achieve your goal of coming to Canada and study further. The last and not the least, we'll be just discussing about a brief spousal open work permit application, because I was telling you that we will be discussing more about initially when we start up the session. So basically, spousal open work permit application are one of the right now I said the most improvement we have seen the processing time is this category of application being submitted by the client. Recently, we have, just to let you know, whatever application we submitted in July 2022, we have already got the result. So the processing time has even reduced to 20 to 25 days. So previously it was, in pandemic, it even went to 1 year, 9 months, 8 months. Now it has then gradually stopped, dropping down to 2 months, 3 months. But recently, spousal open work permit applications are processed within less than 1 month's time. So if you are looking to invite your spouse on a spousal open work permit, contact us immediately. If you have a refusal previously, do contact us. We are expert in filing refusal application for spousal open work permit. Our success rate in this category is more than 98% right now. And as I said, we have got a lot of recently visas approved under this category. So make sure if you are into any trouble, or if you need a guidance about spousal open work permit, contact us and we will be happy to help you in that regard. So that's it in this show. We have discussed all the updates from Express Entry, from PNP, about student visa, about spousal open work permit. About TR to PR, which as I said, just stay tuned. By maybe in the next show, we'll be discussing more about it. There is something expected we can hear on 20th of September, which is Tuesday. So let's stay for that. Tune for that date. Whatever will be the update, if any, will be posted on our social media platform. You can definitely check there. All the information will be updated as soon we hear back from the ministry regarding the TR to PR pathway. So thank you all for joining. It's me, Vishal Manocha, your host for this session. We have the session every Friday, 11 a.m. Canada time and 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, Indian time, and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we will see you all next Friday, same time, that is 11 a.m. Till then, goodbye. Have a great weekend. Have a great next week. If you still have any questions, anything we haven't answered for you, drop us an email, contact us through email, and we will be happy to assist you in that regard. Thank you all for joining. See you all next Friday. Bye-bye.